All right. It looks like I am right on time. Wow. Let me give myself a pat on the back for being on time. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to let at least one person come in the building. Come on in. Come on in. All right. Let me get one person in the chat before I get to talking. At least one. All right. So here we are. All right. Looks like I got at least one in the chat now. Thank you so much for tuning in. As you know, but if you don't, you're tuned in to Katie Talk 101. All right. You are tuned in to Katie Talk 101. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you have not. And big shout out to my Talk Nation family. And thank you for all of my recent subscribers. Thank you so much for your support. Okay. All right. So if you've seen the title, you see I'm jumping into this Cardi B situation. She's been having a lot of situations going on, all from dealing with the situation with Tasha K and that situation, and also new alleged lawsuits have came up against Cardi B and her sister Hennessy. So I'm going to be talking about all that today, and I'm just going to kind of bring it all together. And at the end, I got something that it's something that I really, really, it's like the spirit spoke to me and kind of told me, but it's a little message for Cardi B at the end of this video. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get right into it. And then I'm going to jump off into the stuff at the end. Okay. So here we go. So, as you guys know, Cardi B called out Tasha K for the lies that she told. I don't know if you guys ended up seeing the live that she posted on IG, but Cardi B actually showed some receipts of a person that she was inboxing with. She did block out their name. But with me just thinking, I think it was a fellow YouTuber, okay? I think it was a fellow YouTuber from the receipts that she was showing. So those receipts were just talking about how she's going to fish this story to Tasha K. And she was just saying how previously people have sent Tasha K stories and she just got it and ran with it. Like, i.e., the Chris Brown story, and i.e., the Cleflo Dollar alleged story, too. I don't know if you guys heard about that. You can check it out on Tasha K Patreon, if you want to go and see that. Big shout out to her Patreon. But so she was showing the receipts of the girl that was showing all of the inboxes that she sent to Tasha. And she was like, just watch how she's going to run with this story and not verify anything. So when everything ended up hitting the fan, she had to at one point cancel the live. And then she came with, everything on Friday. I did a rundown on it. You guys check that video out. But so Tasha K, I guess since she was kind of pinned in the corner, she had no reason, she just had to come and be honest. And she just said, hey, I posted it and I knew it was lies. I knew it was lies. But I posted because I knew she was trying to set me up. But I don't know. I really don't know if she knew Cardi was connected to it or not. But I think Cardi B is trying to play chess out here in the game. As far as her being in court with Tasha K, I think she's trying to play chess. And she's just really trying to trump it up and put it together like, look, I got her in court for putting somebody on her platform and allowing them to lie on me. Now she's actually trumping up and making up stories about me and my strange husband. So, she already said that she's filing for divorce and everything. And then bam, Tasha K comes up with an exclusive out of the clear blue air. So she's trying to make it look like, hey, I got her in court already, and now she's still lying on me. Look at this. Look at this, Your Honor. Subpoena her. Yes, get her, get her. So, so there she goes. She putting together some stuff, and she said, hey, between the conversation between her and Tasha, she said, you can have your lawyers to subpoena. I can have my lawyers to subpoena you for this information, and then you will have to give it to me. Cardi sounding all professional and everything. I don't know. Cardi said, with all these lawsuits I got going on, Cardi might just mess around and become a lawyer on us in a minute. Okay. Okay, so I can honestly say I was so surprised that Tasha K actually owned up and said, I lied. I got a story out there and I lied. But she was still holding her pride, and she was like, hey, I went viral. That was my goal. She trying to reach 1 million. And you know what? Big shout out to The Wiley Show. The Wiley Show had an interview with Tasha K. You guys can check that out on The Wiley Show. You guys go and check that out. And I really want to send a shout out real quick to Tasha K for sharing it on her community tab. I had ended up finding that out when I was watching Mob Radio earlier. Big shout out to the Mob too. So I ended up seeing that, and in the interview, he asked some good questions. I gotta say, I gotta give it to you, Wiley. You asked some good questions. But one funny question that you asked, and it had me really laughing, when you said, Tasha K, are you doing this to try to get to 1 million? Man, when I say I about died laughing. And Tasha was like, duh, I'm trying to get to 1 million. We all trying to grow. He said, are you trying to get to 1 million? Like, is this why you doing this? It was so hilarious to me. But yes, that was a good interview. And you know what? Wiley, I ended up calling in, and the queue of all the phone calls got full so fast. I ended up jumping off before I could even, get through on the phone call. But what I wanted to ask Tasha, this is what I wanted to ask her. I was, first of all, I just want to commend her on all the hard work she do. Whether it's the truth, lies, she is in a good position. She get good numbers, and she has progressed a whole lot on YouTube. Okay. So I'm going to give her props on that. But one thing that I do know about Tasha is that she hates. Now, anybody know that Tasha can hate for her credibility to come into question. Okay? So I'm looking at it like this. Tasha know that she hate for people to question her credibility, but she's moving up in numbers. She's moving up in subscribers. Okay? Once she gets to that big plateau, how is it going to make Tasha feel that when she really comes with these truthful, exclusive stories and they're true, and she's done her work and investigation, when everyone is questioning your credibility? Is that going to make you feel some type of way, Tasha? That's a question that I really wanted to ask her, but I wasn't able to get through on the line. But hey, I know sometimes Tasha watches smaller YouTubers, so if you come across this video and watch it, just drop it down in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm way smaller than you. I got 600 some subscribers, but if you run across this video, I just want to know that, how are you gonna feel some type of ill way when people question your credibility, knowing that you got on your platform and admitted to putting out a story that you knew was a lie? Because I think it kind of puts the whole the journalistic career and the whole journalistic credibility thing. I think it all just puts that all on the line when you hear a big time journalist from YouTube like herself admit that they posted something and they knew it was a lie. So that just kind of made me think like, I wonder how she's going to feel when she reaches, when she reaches 10 million, when she reaches 20 million, and people are still out here questioning her credibility because of the, along the way through the path of her success, she has, basically boldly admitted to posting something that was a lie. So that's something that I really was wondering. So drop it down in the comment section, Tasha K, if you run across the video, okay? But hey, keep doing what you're doing because it looked like it's working for you. So keep doing what you're doing. Okay, so I'm going to get off into Cardi B and her sister Hennessy. as you guys probably know, but TMZ reported earlier today, and there was also a press conference of the guy that was a beach goer. Him and his wife were at the beach. I believe it was in New York, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody correct me. It could have been Florida, but I believe they were on a beach in New York. And there was an altercation that happened when the beachgoer asked her to move her car. It was a situation like that where he asked her to move her car, and they ended up getting in, a big verbal fight. You guys, make sure you hit that like button when you come in the building. Make sure you hit that like button when you come in the building. But yeah, so they ended up getting into altercation. I would have played the video on here, but it was just like it was so many. It was just so many cuss words in it. I really couldn't play it because it was like a lot of cuss words and stuff like that. But they got into it real bad. There was some words going back and forth. And as I heard in the video, these lights kind of hot. I might be sweating a little bit. In the video, I did hear Hennessy call that guy the N-word. I heard that. So, he want to sue her for pain and suffering and some more stuff, You know how they trump together those lawsuits. So I don't know. It looked like that guy had a very good lawyer. He had a really good lawyer. Like his lawyer, it looked like they getting sued by a pimp. Like his lawyer was dressed in a nice suit. Like he was to the T. He had on this nice suit and all of that. And they were in a press conference, and he was up there talking, and then I can't talk anymore. You know what? I just can't do this. I just can't. He started crying. He got emotional. He like, yes, I'm finna get this money. They looked at for sure like their lawyer know he finna get some. That lawyer know. It looked like they got some good lawyers though. But I wish Cardi be the best with that situation. But I don't know. It looked like they may be on to a lawsuit with that situation. Her sister Hennessy, it looks like they got them a lawsuit going. If you guys want to check out that press conference that the man lawyer did, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's on T-Serve Call. Shout out to them. And I believe it's on, if I'm not mistaken, the Shade Room. It's one of those sites, though. One of those sites. And then this is what I was thinking too. Now that I talked about the lawsuit that Cardi has, she got one with Tasha K. That's been in the making for a minute. And then you got the lawsuit that could possibly be going on with Hennessy, and Cardi B. And then, she filed for divorce. Hopefully they can work it out. I don't know. I don't know how, to the extent of what their marriage is or how that's going to go. But you possibly have, court dealings with the divorce that you could possibly be having. And then on top of that, you're currently dealing with court situations with the dancers. I don't know if you guys remember, but there were some women who allegedly had some relations with Offset, and Cardi B, sent her goons allegedly in the nightclub, the adult club, to attack these ladies. So she's currently in a lawsuit with those two ladies as well. Okay, so we got the Tasha K lawsuit. We got the lawsuit with the two dancers dealing with Offset. And then you and your sister Hennessy possibly have the lawsuit with the situation on the beach. And it just kind of, and then you got the possible divorce. You got 4 possible lawsuits, Cardi B. And I just started thinking to myself, like, did Tasha K put a root on you? Like, Tasha K, are you dealing with some possible spiritual doctors dealing with this Cardi B situation? This is just my assumption, I'm not saying this is true, but I'm just saying it just seemed like since Tasha K and Cardi B been at it with this lawsuit, it's just the ongoing crumble of Cardi B life with these lawsuits and dealing with her personal relationships and other situations are is like steady coming up. And I don't know if you got, well, I'm pretty sure you remember because it was just a week or so ago when Candace Owens and Cardi B were going at it, speaking about politics and this, that, and the third. And that's how the subject of those Trump supporters came up. So I'm like, see, when Cardi brought that up, she probably was talking too much because she was trying to get her point across, like, hey, these people that's supporting the president is harassing my sister. They harassing my sister. And it's like discrimination. And I heard that some Trump supporters had allegedly put out Cardi B address and some stuff like that. But from her getting into it with Candace, and she brought up the Trump supporter situation, I'm like, and I started thinking to myself, like, if she didn't mention that situation when she was going back and forth with Candace, would these Trump supporters even came forward with this lawsuit? Or with her bringing that back up in the midst of, her sitting down with Biden, Candace Owens and Cardi B going back and forth together, then Cardi B bring that up. Is that what trumped the guy to come up and say, hey, I think I got a lawsuit too, So I don't know. Do you guys really feel like Tasha has probably, dibbled and dabbled in some spiritual stuff against Cardi B? Because it just looked like everything is crumbling. I don't know. I'm just saying. But I heard her saying something about Senorita, and she was like, if you don't believe in it, it's not going to happen. That's really not how it works. I mean, when you're dealing in the spiritual world and you got people that got a lot of experience and on certain levels in this spiritual world, now there's some stuff that can be done to you, whether you believe it or not, or know it or not. It's possible. But hey, you just protect your energy, Cardi, and I wish the best for you. I wish the best for Tasha K as well. You about to reach your million in a second. I can feel it. But I'm trying to reach my 1,000 while I'm at it. So if you entered the building and you have not subscribed to me yet, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you caught this at the end, I'm about to jump on off here. Make sure you drop down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about these topics. What do you think about Cardi B and her sister? What do you think about Tasha K admitting to being a liar and posting fake stories? What do you guys think about possibly Tasha K probably put a root on Cardi B, allegedly? I don't know. Y'all didn't hear it from me. But anyway, drop down. Let me know what you think. And I am signing out, and I will see you next time. K Talk 101. Make sure you share. Love you, YouTube. Love you, Talk Nation.